Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. For reals. My phone died. Like, I can't even deal right now. Hello. Hello. So I will be sharing what I've been doing on Facebook with y'all, because I was doing it on the last Periscope, but my phone died. And seriously, my phone died, and then here we are. I had to plug it in. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Oh, that's awesome. You got in. Awesome. You're going to want to invite your followers, because we're just going to get straight in on how I've been signing distributors using Facebook, because I did my Instagram training. That is on my YouTube channel, Laire. So if you need to know how to work Instagram, you need to go there. Hello from Hawaii. Hello from Sweden. I love it. You're 2 DTs away from double diamond. Congratulations, love. That is awesome. I love it. Okay, so hello. Awesome. All right, so thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you like my IG training. Awesome. About to hit executive. Congratulations. That is so awesome. I love it. Okay, so I want to start by telling you, okay, that I never got my 120 in free product. See that face? I never did. I actually signed 3 distributors in my first 30 days, so I never got my 120 in free product. So I want you to know that if you never achieve that, it's okay, okay? That doesn't dictate anything in this business. 1 month you can sign 40 distributors like I did last month. Another month you can sign 2. That's just the way it is, okay? So the seeds you're planting every single day are going to harvest. This is It Works. I'm an It Works distributor. The seeds you plant, okay, every single day are going to harvest at some point in time. So you have to stay faithful, and you have to stay committed, okay? Regardless of who you sign or you don't sign, I never judge my progress by who I'm signing or I'm not signing. I'm judging my progress by the seeds I'm planting, okay? So let's say, for example, this month I don't sign anybody up, but I spend the entire month talking to people and sending my video and sending the information and talking to them about the company. That I'm like, okay, we had a great month, because there were so many seeds planted that I know the law of reaping and sowing is going to come about, and at some point in time those people are going to sign up. So this month was a success. I may not have signed anybody up, but I spent the entire month planting those seeds. So I want you to understand that, because so many people get so discouraged when they're not signing distributors up, and they're not signing loyal customers up, and they're like, you know, I haven't signed anybody this month. It isn't about who you're signing. Tell me about the seeds you're sowing. Tell me about the people you're talking to. Tell me about where you're blitzing. Everywhere we go, we blitz. People know that I built my empire through social media, but everywhere we go, we blitz. Everywhere we go, we try to wear our gear, just because we represent this brand and we want to be good representatives of our brand, right? So I've been working Facebook, and I said the last month I actually oh no, don't turn off on me again. Okay. Last month I was the number 2 distributor enroller in the company, and I signed 40 distributors. Previous month, 28. Previous month I was a number 1 enroller. August I was a number 1 distributor enroller in the company again. And I am a top enroller in the company. I enroll a lot of distributors. I do understand that that is not the average person. So don't ever get caught up in comparing yourself to someone that is an average, okay? Here's the thing. I cannot get in this pool in my backyard. You see my pool? You see my pool? I can't get in that pool and be like, oh my gosh, I do not swim like Michael Phelps. So many of us do that in business. We just started. We are trying to get off and do our thing and build our empire for our family. And we're comparing ourselves to people that are way up here. They've been in the business way longer than we have. They've been working the business and planting the seeds way longer than we have, but we're comparing ourselves to these people all day long. I've done that too, and I don't want you to get caught up in the trap of comparing yourself to other people because they're in a different season in life, okay? They've had a lot more years in the business, so do not do that, because when you do that, you're going to get disappointed. Honey, if in 2 years in the business, I'm a presidential diamond, I'm a top distributor and roller, if I were to say, oh, you know what? I've been 2 years in the business. There have been people that have reached, ambassador within a year. What's wrong with me? Why am I not reaching ambassador within a year? Why am I not a top 50 income enroller? Okay, well, here's the deal. I homeschool 5 children. Their education depends on me. I have a husband. I deal with adrenal fatigue. There's a lot of variables in your life and where you are right now. And sometimes we don't cut ourselves enough slack, and we're not graceful enough with ourselves to understand that we're in a different time in life. And God has a plan for our lives. And it may be different. Actually, no, it may not be different. It is different than someone else. So you know what? I've been 2 years in the business and I'm a presidential diamond. I'm not an ambassador diamond, and I'm totally okay with that. Why? Because this right now is where God has me. So I want you to understand that, because sometimes you've been in the business for 4, 5, 6 months and you're comparing yourself to people that have been in the business for 4 years. You have no business doing that, because when you do that, you're going to get discouraged because you can't measure up, honey. You can't. Neither can I. So I want you to understand that, because I get so many messages that I cannot answer, because I honestly do not have the time to answer 600 messages a week. But all of these messages that I read have the same theme, and it is people comparing themselves to other people, and they're not signing as many distributors. They're not, top enroller. They're not top income earners, and they've been doing this for X and Y such amount of time. The minute you get to comparing yourself to other people, okay, you need to understand this. There's always going to be someone out there that has more time, has more resources, has more, whatever the case may be, that they have more of. They're prettier, they're smarter, they're more talented, whatever the case may be, okay? You need to work on you. You need to give yourself the same grace you give other people. Because if you had a distributor that came to you, and this is real talk right here before we talk about how I'm working Facebook, and I apologize, I'm still dealing with bronchitis. If a distributor came to you, one of your distributors, and said, you know what, I've been working the business for 2 months, I'm highly discouraged because, so-and-so has been, they reached diamond in 9 days, they reached diamond in 30 days, and I'm still trying to do this thing, and, I'm getting really discouraged. Girl, you wouldn't tell them, well, that's your fault. I'm sorry, you wouldn't talk to other people the way you talk to yourself. Me included. I would never talk to my distributors the way that I talk to myself sometimes. And that's real talk. I had to tell that to myself and be like, Lady, honey, you have got to get it together and encourage yourself a little bit more. Be more patient with yourself, because you have adrenal fatigue. You've been dealing with a lot. You had bronchitis. You have 5 children that you homeschool. We're not making excuses here, because if you know me, we don't make excuses. There's a difference between excuses and actually understanding what grace for yourself means, that you give it to other people and you're just not able to give it to yourself. So whoever needed that, a lot of people need to hear that, because we're very harsh and we're very critical with ourselves, and we would never do that to someone else. So here's how I've been working Facebook, okay? I would probably reach ambassador by the end of the year. That's what I'm shooting for. But I'm not in a hurry. And here's why I'm not in a hurry. Because I signed myself up. My husband's a presidential diamond. So David is a presidential diamond. I will be going double diamond this month under David. And that's a $30,000 bonus. So we'll have a presidential income. We'll have a double diamond income. That's what I've been focusing on. So I've been focusing on being able to provide a double income for our family. And then ambassador comes. It just comes. The more you help people, it just comes. I have the structure for it. We're working on it. But God Almighty has said, Lady, you need to focus on certain things first. You need to focus on certain people first to help them get to where they need to be. And where God leads, I follow. And that's all I need to know. So I've been working on Facebook, so I've been joining different groups, right? So what I do when I join these groups, and you can look up in the Facebook tab, okay? I'll actually take some questions at the end of the Periscope, but if not, like, squirrel, and I have no idea where I'm at. So if you look on the Facebook tab, like when you're going to look for someone's name, if you look for, like, I live in Naples, right? So if you look for Naples moms, Naples homeschooling, anything like that, keywords, if you plug them into that Facebook search, you will be able to get like the groups, okay, that are in your local area or whatever groups that you're interested in that you plugged into there. You'll be able to join those groups. So what I've been doing is I've been joining every single interest group I can find on Facebook. Example, makeup, okay? I love makeup. I just do. I don't need makeup, but I love makeup. So I go into these groups and I post like my makeup of the day, whatever lipstick I'm wearing, whatever eyeshadow I'm wearing. I'm not talking about the business opportunity. I am not talking about the product. I am talking about me as a person and my interest when I go in those groups. So don't go into those groups and talk about, you know, your business opportunity and your product, because you will probably get kicked out. So don't do that. What you need to do is start building relationships, just like you would in real life, right? So you would never walk to someone and be like, you should join my business. You're really good for my business. You should join my business right now. Let's do it. Here's the form. Let's sign you up. You would build a relationship with them first, right? So go into these groups, build relationships, post, comment. People start sending you friend requests, right? So in the past 3 months, I've signed over 100 distributors. And the way I've done it is through attraction marketing. I don't send cold messages to anybody. I actually never have in the past 2 years I've been in this business. I do not teach my team, and some of them are on this Periscope. I don't teach my team to cold message people. Unless you are inviting people to a giveaway on Facebook. People love free stuff. Unless you're inviting them to a giveaway, I don't cold message people. I want to establish a relationship with people, and I don't want people to start blocking me, because I don't feel comfortable when people message me about their product and their business opportunity. So why would someone else feel comfortable with me doing that to them? That's just my 2 cents on that. So I've been joining those groups. I've been posting in those groups. So, people know, okay, that I'm an anti-vaxxer. This isn't about what you believe or what you don't believe. It does not matter to me, because you're entitled to your beliefs. I'm entitled to mine. So when I post about anti-vaxxing and I do a video about it, I post it in all my groups. All my anti-vaxxer groups, I post it in there. Do you know what I get? An influx on friend requests is what I get. So if you're homeschooling, then you know what? Make a short video about homeschooling. What are you doing? What are some tips that you have that you can give homeschoolers? Join a ton of groups. Share that video on all those groups. Watch how your friend requests come. And if friend requests are coming, that means that when you actually go and post about your business opportunity, then you're going to have all these people message you about the business opportunity. That is attraction marketing. When people come to you to join the business, right now in my inbox, I have about 50 people that I've been talking to on and off, right? So I follow them, I follow up with them, I make sure that I'm commenting on their stuff, I'm making sure that I'm liking their stuff, that I'm being interactive. So if you're not, here's the thing about Facebook. If you're not adding people constantly, People need to be adding you. If you're not adding people constantly, people need to be adding you. So how are you going to get people to send you friend requests on Facebook to be able to expose them to the business opportunity on your wall? That's something you need to think about. That's where your creativity comes in. That's when you have all these groups. And you know what? I don't buy it that Facebook is oversaturated. I don't buy it for 1 second, because Facebook has 1.3 million users every single month. We're nowhere near that. So where are these people? These people are in all these groups that you have not joined yet. These people are out there. So what happens is that some people just browse through their feed. They're trying to sell the business opportunity and the product to the same old people they have in their feed, and they're not signing anybody up, and they're wondering why they're not signing anybody up. Honey, if you don't have new people to promote to and expose your business opportunity to every single month, fresh, new people, then who are you going to sign up? That's the reality of Facebook. So make sure that you have a way to be able to be adding people on Facebook all the time. Okay, so think about that, work on that, look up attraction marketing on, Google, YouTube. There's plenty of resources out there. So I'm going to take up a couple of questions. If you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them. I like recommended users, but here's the thing. Don't send a friend request to anybody that has a distributor in common. Don't do that. How much time do I spend a day? That honestly depends. Yes, I'll post it on YouTube for you guys. That honestly depends how much time I actually spend on working the business, because if I'm doing a burst, if I'm going to signing a lot of distributors, if I'm going for 6, 7 loyal customers, which is amazing for me, because to be honest with you, honesty is the best policy for me. It's always been. I sign about 5, 6 loyal customers a month, and I average about 18 to 25 distributors a month. So loyal customers is not my forte, just letting you know. I am public on Facebook, and sometimes I open up my wall, because sometimes there's crazy people that come about, and it's just I have no idea where these people come from. But sometimes it just gets to be too much, so I have to close my wall for, public people to comment and stuff. But most of the time, I would love to have it public. Lady Lightner on YouTube is my channel. I will post this on there. I actually work throughout the day. So there are times where I sit down and I'm like, honey, I tell my husband, I need to get some stuff done. I need to do my follow-ups or whatever. So I'll sit with my earphones on, and I'll just work for an hour or two, and I just follow up with everyone and get everything that I need to get done. And then the rest of the day, I'm answering messages, I'm, posting, I'm talking to people, I'm joining groups, I'm posting in groups, I'm posting on my team page, I'm posting on the other stuff I have. So it's throughout the day. I sleep about 1 hour. I'm kidding. I sleep about 1 hour a night. So in the past 2 years, I have actually, my downline consists of almost 1,400 distributors, and I could say that I have about 600 distributors actively working. There's a whole double diamond leg that is has a separate team page. So about 600 distributors are working in my downline out of 1,400, almost 1,400. So it actually is a really good rate of working distributors, and I'm very thankful for that. But when you're a top distributor signer, most people think that you're just looking for quantity, when in reality you're not. You're looking for quality people, but there's really no way to tell. You can't prejudge people like this one's going to be a quality one and this one isn't going to work the business. You don't know that, because you can sign someone that you may think they're not going to do anything ever, and those have been the people that have always surprised me. So I want you to know that. And also, the same people that took me to Diamond took me to Presidential Diamond. They're now the same people that are taking me to Ambassador, but they're the same people that took me to Presidential. That's a huge thing to say in this business because the average is not like that. Most people that take you to Diamond aren't the ones that take you to Presidential. So I'm very proud of that. We have a very solid team, and I love that. The way I keep track of my distributors is every time you join my team, okay, doesn't matter if you're 20 levels down or I personally enrolled you. If I personally enrolled you, then you get to message me all the time, and I'll walk you through it. I'll chart with you. I'll do all that with you. But those people that I don't personally enroll, when they join my team, they're added to my team page, and they're welcome to my team page, and they're always told to check out the pin post. On my pin post is how I work Instagram, how I work Facebook. I mean, everything you need to know how to run the business. Let's say I just left on vacation tomorrow for 3 months and I was not available. You would know exactly what to do on how I build this business just from my pin post. So that's how I teach all my distributors to go through my Facebook, through our Facebook group, and be trained the exact same way. I love uniformity. I love giving people the ability to do the same thing I did, no matter if they're signed by me or 20 levels down. So no one actually gets access to my private Facebook group. Only my team does. So I actually I don't message people to come join back and redo their thing. I post on Facebook, and if they quit and they want to go ahead and give it a try again, they can do that. But I don't chase glitter. I focus on my diamonds, and I focus on the people that are running. That's what I mean by diamonds. I don't mean diamonds as in rank. I mean diamonds as in people that want this. So I do not waste a second of my time on people that do not want to work this business, because I don't have that kind of time. Time is a luxury for me because I do have 5 children that I need to take care of. So I don't focus my time on that. I use layered leadership. I do a lot, actually. When I have really amazing leaders, I connect them with the people, but my personally enrolled always know they can come to me. So you have amazing leaders to go to, but if I personally enrolled you, my doors are always open for you. I will never be too busy for you. So that's how I run the business. That's right. You can't motivate anybody. You can only inspire them. And the only way to inspire them is by going out there and living your dreams. What if you're still fairly new and you have some DT who doesn't work? I move on. It doesn't matter if I'm fairly new or if I'm Black Diamond. If you're not doing anything, I'm not running after you to convince you to want this business or to run after your dreams. You can't do that for anybody because that's wasted energy. So if you really want to do this and if you want to change your life, I will hold your hand and we will crawl, we will walk, we will run together, whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm not going to convince you to want to do this business because that's a waste of time. I mean, do you not have a dream board? Do you not have a why? So if your why isn't strong enough to make you want to change your life, why would I? I'm just being real. You got to move on. And here's the last thing I want you guys to know. If you're having distributors that are not doing anything, okay, we all have them. We have a lot of distributors that don't do anything. They join and I swear they're kidnapped. They just get lost. They join and they freak out and they don't ever do anything or they completely disappear. We all have those people. So don't think that it just happens to you. They literally join the witness protection program. We never see them again. So it happens to everybody. It doesn't just happen to you because you don't have a rank or you're an executive or diamond. It happens to presidential diamonds and top enrollers too, honey. It happens to everybody. So what I want you to know is that if you spend your time trying to chase those people that do not want this, okay, you're going to end up really frustrated. And if you're in that place that you're really frustrated, I can tell you right now, you're focusing on the wrong people. So if I have 10 distributors under me and 9 of them do nothing, but 1 of them is actually working, right? I'm going to run with that 1. I don't know about y'all 9 back there that don't want to do this. That's your business. That's not my business. My business is to run with the ones that want to run with me. So I've seen so many people in this business try to make glitter into diamonds and into gold, and they're like, well, you want to do this business, here you go, like, you're trying to push people to do this, and then you're wasting all this energy on people that really don't want to do this, when you have that one distributor that really wants this. And you know what, you don't have enough time to spend on that one distributor that wants it, because you're so focused on the other 9 that don't want it. So I think that's a waste of time. I think that's a waste of energy. And you know what? That's a waste of God-given talent that God's given you, to spend your time and energy with that one runner that wants to run, when you're so worried about the other 9 that aren't doing anything. That doesn't even cross my mind, y'all. Like, when I look at my back office and I look at all the people that aren't working, I'm like, okay, well, y'all don't want it bad enough. Who's working? Who's running with me? Who's coming with me? When people are like, lady, what do you do with people that don't want to work? Girl, that's not even a thought in my head. You don't want to work? Okay, bye. I do. So who's coming with me? That's my question. I don't have 1 millisecond to spend on somebody that doesn't want to do this. Okay? And when I see most distributors frustrated, are the ones that are focused on the people that aren't doing anything, or the ones focused on all the negative things that are happening. Honey, there's 10 billion things in my life that are negative, and I can be like, the glass can always be half empty for me, but that's your choice. You can have the glass half empty, or you can have the glass half full. That is up to you. What you decide that your life is going to be, that is what you're going to pass on to your people as leaders. So if the glass is always going to be half empty for you as a leader, your people are going to see the glass half empty always. So you need to think about that. How do I pray for my business? I always want God's will to be done in my life. And that is the most important thing. And I'll leave you guys with this. That is the most important thing in my life. Whether I live in a mud hut, whether I live in $1 million home, I want to make sure that God's will is done in my life. I don't ever want to be outside of God's will, because I've been outside of God's will. I don't ever want to be there again. It is an ugly, lonely, just sad place to live. So what I pray for my business is always God's will be done. Lord God, whether you're going to bless me with 40 distributors this month, or whether you're going to bless me with 1, I want that person that wants this business. I want that person that wants to change their life. I want that person that wants this for their family. So please, Lord God, send me the right person. Send me the person that wants this. Send me the person that truly sees the vision and sees what they can do with this business like I did. That's always my prayer for this business. My prayer is never, Lord, let me get that $175,000 bonus. Let me make $500,000 a year. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your prayer and that's what God put in your heart, you go ahead and do that. I'm not about judging what your prayers are, but my prayer has never been that, because I believe that if I go out there and I help enough people and I love enough people and I help my team get to where they need to be able to get off of food stamps, to be able to get off of Medicaid, to be able to provide for their family and buy a home and be able to homeschool their kids, that's what I'm about. That's why when I put a video out on why I do not sit VIP, that's not hating on anybody that sits on VIP. That's you, darling. I could not care less what you decide to do. But the fact of the matter is that God gave me the conviction that my team comes first, and I am a servant to my team. Okay? I do not lead from a pedestal. That is not what I am called to do. I am called to be a servant to my team. Therefore, I am going to serve in the manner in which God has called me to serve. That may be different than what He's called you to do. But for me, my prayer has always been that He allowed me to be a servant leader to my people, and that He allows me to love my people the way that he loves me. And that's not easy to do. I am not telling you that it's going to be a piece of cake and that everyone that joins your team is going, you're going to do backflips and it's going to be amazing and they're never going to give you any trouble, because that isn't life. But what I can tell you to do is that you can be the leader, okay, that God called you to be, wherever you are in life. And if you don't have that leader in your life that has taught you and that has led you by example, it is your responsibility to become that leader. You cannot spend 2 years in this industry and say, you know what, I'm not as far as I want to be because I didn't have that leader. I didn't have that leader. I didn't have anybody to come beside me and tell me, this is how you work the business. This is how you work Instagram. This is how you work Facebook. This is how you blitz people. This is how you do rap parties. This is how you promote yourself and build your brand. I had none of that. That wasn't an excuse for me to not be where I'm at today. Your responsibility is to go out there. There's plenty of training on YouTube. There's plenty of leaders that are more than willing to share with you what they've done to be able to grow this business. So you know what? Some of you need to stop having a pity party of, I don't have a great leader. I don't have this. I don't have that. Girlfriend, you know what? You may not have it. I didn't either. But the fact of the matter is that your future lies in your hands, not your upline, not your diamond upline, not your presidential, not your ambassador, is in your hands. So what are you going to do about it? You can sit there and say, I don't have A, B, and C, or you can get up and do something about it and go out and learn it yourself. Because I did it. So don't tell me that you're not able to do it, because you can. So don't be so quick to jump ship and be like, oh, this leader can help me or that leader can help me. I understand there are certain situations that you feel this is, what I need to do. But I feel like so many people are so quick to jump ship because they don't have the help they need. Honey, I joined without a working upline, and here I am 2 years later. It is really up to you what you do with this business. So if you're there thinking that your upline is going to dictate how successful you are, girlfriend, we need to have a come to Jesus meeting, because they do not dictate what you do and what you don't do and how successful you are in this business. You may have not a soul to tell you what to do. You hop yourself on YouTube. You hop yourself on whatever it is that you need to do to get your family what they deserve. Do not let anybody hold you back. Do not let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Do not let anybody tell you that because you don't have an upline that you're never going to succeed in this business, because that is not the truth. You and you alone dictate where you're going to go with this business. So where are you going to take it? That's up to you. How you're going to stay motivated, dedicated, and inspire your downline is all up to you. Nobody else has a responsibility to it. You do. Whether you fail or you succeed, it is up to you. So what you do with it is going to dictate how far you're going to go in this business. So I will upload this on YouTube for you. I'll actually share it on my Facebook wall so you can share it with your team or whoever else you feel that needs it. Okay. I love you guys. I'm so excited that I'm back. I'm excited that I'm back because I've missed you guys. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon.